Hey from Jade. Happy almost New Year. Here everyone. Or happy New Year's Eve. I bet you're wondering why I'm making a video today. Well, it's because I was just talking to myself about how much I love She-Ra, and realized that the stories that I have locked in this little brain need to get out, so I'm making this video. Strap in, because I've got a lot to get off my chest. Okay, so, as some of you might already know, I grew up watching, I haven't actually told this to anyone yet, so maybe none of you know, so pay attention, I guess. I grew up watching the original 80s She-Ra. She was my role model. Still kinda is. I loved her in elementary school. I went into Byers Dowdy, every day, during recess, okay, off topic here. Why do only some elementary schools have recess? They didn't have one for middle school. For me. I went to Winfrey Bryant, the school that made you wear a uniform. Seriously, what is it with uniforms and middle school? I mean, isn't that kind of whack? Anyway, back to She-Ra. Every day during recess, I would go over to the swings. And there was usually two or three kids in the swings next to me. I sat at the very end of the swing set, closest to the big tree. I always got a kick out of reaching the tallest branch. Get it? Kick. Man, please do not laugh and do not give me sympathy for my terrible puns and jokes. I know puns and jokes are supposed to be terrible, but oh man, it drives me crazy, guys. I'm terrible at this. If you think I'm being too hard on myself, please tell me. I need to regain some sanity. Oh man, it can be so much worse though. Anyway, I always liked kicking the tallest branches, but to do that, I needed to get all of my positivity to the highest level. So every time I got on that swing, I would quietly say to myself the intro from the original She-Ra. Seriously, no one ever heard me. I'm not exactly sure because I've been told that I'm a bad whisperer, which I am not. My sisters can just go jump in a lake. Trin, Mickey, if you're watching this, please don't yell. Please don't yell at me. I am not a bad whisperer, and you guys should know that. You guys are just way too good at hearing, okay? This is driving me insane, people. This is driving me insane. Okay, I need to calm down. Okay, that's better. I'm fine. I mean, I'm wearing blue right now. Oh, I should be calm right now. And yes, this shirt is inside out. It's inside out on purpose, okay? I don't want to show the logo. You know what? I'm not giving anything away. Back to what I was actually talking about. The swing set was fun, but then elementary school ended, and I went to a middle school that did not have a playground. So yeah, I was kind of devastated. Seriously. And I had to go to a school that made you wear a uniform. What the hell is up with that? Seriously, we're not going to learn anything if we everyone is different, right? So not everyone likes to wear colored shirts and khakis all the time. I was so mad about it that when I figured out the word, I took to calling them tackies. Yeah, that was kind of cruel on my part. But can you blame me? I mean, uniforms suck. I mean, seriously, the Rebellion and She-Ra didn't have any uniforms, did they? I mean, seriously, they all look pretty killer in all those awesome outfits, man. Sorry, I didn't have any tea to drink with all this tea I'm spilling. Okay. Middle school sucks. So when I found out that there was gonna be a She-Ra reboot, you know this little girl was all over that. Seriously, some days after school, I would go outside to play around in the ditch near my house. There is a ditch, and there are some boulders that I liked to climb. Seriously, I don't know how the ditch happened or the boulders happened, but I love it. But I digress. Sometimes after school, he would go outside, but one particular afternoon, I went outside, and I had the first trailer for She-Ra memorized, and I would actually pretend that I was Adora and Light Hope was talking to me. Seriously, I am that invested in the show, guys. And I hope that you guys like this show too. I don't know which one I like more. The original She-Ra definitely is very graceful and respectable, but the newer version has diversity and a total age difference too for the slightly less saturated world that we're living in today. Okay, here's the grand reveal on who my favorite character from the original She-Ra is. And my favorite from the reboot as well. My favorite character from the original is She-Ra, obviously. And my favorite character from the reboot is, drumroll please, Catra. Guys, if you don't know, seriously, Catra got such a killer redemption. Seriously, at first I thought that she was gonna try to overthrow Horde Prime and become ruler of the universe, but then, man, she just shot that all to pieces when she saved Glimmer, and technically Adora too. She is so awesome. And in the very episode where she said, as a child, I'll never say sorry to anybody, ever. She said sorry to the very person who she said that she'd never apologize. He's two. Oh, man. I love it. She is just so badass, and I love it. Catra is yeah. Well, that's not the only reason. And I love this show, though. It's not just because of Catra. It's because there's a lot more diversity. The original was all about girl power, bringing women the power to do anything men can. I know some of you think that we're still living in a man's world, but I ain't gonna buy that, you guys. I sang my song, the first karaoke I did for this channel. I sang that song because I am 18 now. I have rights, and so does every other woman. Men say that they think that they can complain about us having those rights, but men, boys who are watching this, you never had anything to fight for. We are the ones who were denied the right to vote and so many other things long before you guys even noticed that women have more of a role in the world than just washing dishes and doing laundry. Okay? That's my stand on this. Women have power and you need to accept that. No man has any more power socially or physically than any woman, okay? And you can take that to the bank, because I know some of you can actually... well, but, okay, for real. Well, but for real, She-Ra, the original She-Ra was all about girl power, which is epic in its own right. But there is something else. There's something else that the reboot came to offer. He brought the power of diversity into this world, because this world isn't all about proving that women are as strong or sometimes possibly stronger than men. Like, seriously, think about it. A man can have extremely ripped muscles but still have terrible mental health. Strength can come in so many different forms. You don't get to say that you're stronger than one person when you don't have... Yeah, seriously, I have so much to say about this. I'm not really that big on politics. I'm just big on women's rights, okay? Mostly because of the women from like 100 years ago who fought for us. So we would live in a world where we had that choice. That's what I'm big on, not politics. So don't any of you get confused. Okay, I'm getting so off topic here just because I know that I have rights. Seriously, what is going on with me? Well, there was a lot more diversity in this reboot. It was because there were some... Spinnerella and Natasha became a couple. I didn't even see them in the original, but then again, I did not watch that many episodes. But the funny thing to me in this show, one of the last episodes in season 1 of the original was Flowers for Hordak. If any of you remember that episode, please tell me that you found it just as funny as I did, because that was... Seriously, when I was watching it, the humor was killing me. Man, it was just crazy. I loved it. And then they made one of the first episodes of the first season of the reboot, Flowers for She-Ra. If that's not... For real, if that's not referencing, I don't know what is. That just kills it all, doesn't it? I love it. Just love it. Well, that's all I really have to say for this show. If any of you have seen the show and love it just as much as I do, please tell me. And if you have not seen it yet, please watch it from the very first episode, because it's not going to make sense unless you do. Well, I hope you all have a great new year. I might post a video tonight. I might post a video tonight that might or might not be a live stream. that didn't work out so well for me last year, but I'm gonna try. And if I can't get that to work, see you next year. Peace out.